The only thing hotter than this past Labor Day weekend was the August real estate market in the Bay Area. Welcome back, guys. I'm Zach, your friend and realtor in the Bay Area real estate market. I have a market update for you today. Today is Tuesday, September 2nd. I hope everybody had a good long holiday weekend, enjoyed your Labor Day. It was a hot couple days over the weekend, but as I just mentioned a second ago, the only thing hotter than the holiday weekend that we just had was the August 2025 real estate market in the Bay Area. Now, go ahead and look at the table that I have on the screen here. I have the dates from going all the way back to the end of July, July 31st, and I have the inventory numbers from just a couple days ago, August 31st, 2025. If you're new here, what we're going to be focusing on are these ratio columns right here. These are active to pending ratios. Over here, we have SFH active, SFH pending. That's going to be single family home, active and pending. And then over here, we have C/TH, active and pending. This stands for condos and townhouses. Now, if you go all the way over to the left-hand side, the left column here, these are the counties that make up the Bay Area. So, for example, if we want to look at the ratio, the active to pending ratio for single family homes in Santa Clara County, that's going to be this field right here. The reason that you're seeing all red in these columns is because when we compare the active to pending ratios from August 31st to 1 month prior, July 31st, all of these ratios decreased. So, for example, Santa Clara County single family homes had a ratio of 2.2 at the end of July. Fast forward to a couple days ago, August 31st, that ratio went down to 1.8. So if you're new here, I just want you to know anytime that the active to pending ratio goes down, that means that the market is heating up. Anytime that the active to pending ratio goes up, the market is cooling off. Now, there was one market here in the Bay Area that did cool off during the month of August. And if you haven't noticed already, I'll go ahead and show you. It's right here. It's Alameda County, condos and townhouses. At the end of July, we had a ratio of 4.1. By the end of August, the ratio went up to 4.9. So, real quick, let me shed some light on what these ratio numbers mean and what they indicate. So, I already mentioned if the ratio goes down, the market is heating up. And I mentioned if the ratio goes up, the market is cooling off. But it's important to know what the individual numbers mean as well. So anytime you have a ratio that is under 5, that is a seller's market. Anytime you have a ratio that's between 5 and 7, that's a balanced market. And anytime you have a ratio that is 7 or above, that is a buyer's market. So what's the hottest market that we have here in the Bay Area? It's going to be Santa Clara County single family homes with a ratio of 1.8. So this hot market is very favorable towards sellers. What you're going to find in a hot seller's market is you're going to find that the homes don't stay on the market for very long, maybe a week or 2 or 3 weeks in this market that we're in now. Now, if we go over and we look at the complete opposite, if we look at the strongest buyer's market that we have in the Bay Area, that's going to be Santa Cruz County condos and townhouses with a ratio of 14.6. So these homes are going to be on the market much longer than a Santa Clara County single family home. These homes are going to be on the market for not 1, 2, 3 weeks. They're going to be on the market for 1, 2, 3 months. Okay. So days on market is definitely one thing um, that is affected by whether it is a hot or cold market. Another thing is going to be the amount of offers that these homes receive. So in a hot seller's market, multiple offer situations are almost certain. In a buyer's market, there might just be one offer that comes in at a time, or maybe just entirely just one offer period, and it's up to the sellers if they want to take it or not. So Santa Clara County single family homes, very good if you're a seller. If you're a buyer, just know that this market is not for the faint of heart. Um, be ready to bring your best offer, your highest and best offer. Make sure you have a lot saved up for a down payment. The higher that your down payment is, the stronger that your offer is, okay? Because it's a safer offer for the sellers to accept. So in a hot seller's market, if you're a buyer, you're going to want to have a high down payment and you're going to want to have an offer that is above market value, okay? Now in a buyer's market, this is very favorable towards buyers, obviously, not so favorable towards sellers. So if you're selling a home in Santa Cruz County, a condo or townhouse, if you're a seller, I'd recommend wait, maybe just rent that property if you can. Now, I understand there's certain situations where you might have to sell. So if that's the case and you're selling a condo or townhouse in Santa Cruz County, just be ready for long days on market. Um, be ready for, or I should say, don't expect multiple offers. You may just have one offer or a few offers that come in, and it's probably going to be around market value. It might even be slightly below market value. So you really need to think about it and decide, do you want to take an offer that is maybe slightly less than your list price? Yeah, it might not be the number that you're hoping for, but what's the alternative? The alternative is you reject the offer and then you stay on market for who knows how much longer, and maybe you don't get an offer at all, and then you end up renting the place anyways. So you kind of have to think about these things, whether you are a buyer or a seller in a hot market or a cool market. So just that's a little advice that I can share with you guys. So, but high level here, definitely August heat up. You can see it with all the red numbers on the screen here. Aside from this one little market here, Alameda County, condos and townhouses that cooled off. This is really interesting, guys. Um, the market has kind of been up and down month over month since April of this year. So, where do we think that the market is going? Obviously, in August, it heat up a lot considerably. Do we think that September is going to heat up as well? I mean, is fall of this year going to be the new spring? Typically in the spring, the market heats up month after month. Is that what we're going to see this fall? I don't know. Could be. I know there's lots of talks about interest rates coming down in September. So if that does happen, I do think that the market would continue to heat up, not only through August, but through September as well. It could continue to heat up through October as well. Now, if we look at just seasonality, the way the markets are historically is in November and December, the market does cool off quite a bit. That may still happen this year, but I mean, we still have 2 more months before November. We have all of September, all of October. So we'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, guys, here's the numbers on the screen. Feel free to, if you're watching on your mobile, feel free to turn it sideways, get it full screen, snap a screenshot. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below for me. If this video was helpful or insightful, I'd appreciate if you could like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, you want to chat offline, go to the About section on my YouTube. You'll find my phone number, my email, my Instagram handle. Feel free to reach out. We can chat about anything that it is you have on your mind. So that's it for today, guys. I will be back in 1 week with another market update. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. And until next time, have a great day, have a great week, and we'll see you with the next one. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye bye.